when shooting a movie based in Syria about a very serious subject, you rarely expect to encounter techno musicians dressed as Chewbacca. This is exactly one of the things that Amanda Renee Knox had to put up with shooting Rajam. Welcome to Buford. Yeah,
that was a great introduction.
Tell us about this. Tell us the story. It's a good one.
About Rajam?
The making of Rajam.
Okay. Oh, well, we had to stay 30 miles away from school. So that's in Orange County, in Orange County. And so it's Orange County. So we had to make Orange County look like Syria. War-torn like Syria. And so we found this paintball field that was like 29.6 miles.
Which is pushing the limit, right?
I just,
they have
give me like
tracking
29 So it was 29 points, like we took the GPS and we made sure, and then I forgot, there was a fire the week before we shot. We were going to get to use the set in north of LA that they had shot American Sniper on, which my friend, my producer had worked on a film that had shot there, and it was 80 miles away. So we found this little paintball field, but there was actually a fire the week before. And our set almost burned down.
And then it rained in the middle of a drought. Right?
And then we're in the middle of a drought, and then we get to the shoot, and like the next day, the second day of 3, it rained. We show up to set, and it's like Orange County Burning Man with like people, like techno music at 6 in the morning, and I was told that it was just a music festival with like that they were going to sound check it too, and so I had planned all the dialogue and stuff in the morning. We were going to do all the MOS stuff when they were doing the thing, and I show up and there's like techno music and Chewbacca guys and like tents everywhere. So that was fun. I got them to shut down for 2 hours, which was I don't know.
That's how you do it.
I mean, yeah, and then we shot we shot some wild, but we had to like completely build that. Even with the wildlines, we had to completely build that scene and post and beg favors of people to do all kinds of noise.
Now the film is called Rajam, and it is about a very serious subject.
It's about a woman who is accused of having an affair in Syria, and she's sentenced to death by stoning.
Which still goes on, sadly.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you come about this subject? And you went about it in a way. You wrote the script in Arabic.
I did.
How do you write a script in Arabic if you don't speak Arabic?
I don't speak Arabic. I wrote the script and worked on it and got it to the point where I was happy. I was happy with it, and because the other obstacle that we had that they gave us is it could only be 8 pages. So it's like, how do you tell this particular story in 8 pages? And so I wrote it, and then I had one of my professors had someone that she had worked with, and she referred to me who knows every dialect, and he knows all the dialect. He knows every dialect.
Right.
So he translated the script, and he made sure that it was. I wanted to make sure that we got it right. We didn't want to just make a general film about the region. So I wanted to be specific, and I wanted to get it right. So he helped me get the cultural nuances and the dialogue, like the dialect down, and he worked with the actors, and he was on set. He actually had a part in the film. He was the guard.
Next thing I was going to ask you, how do you direct a film where your actors are speaking
another language and you don't understand it?
You get the right line reading.
I don't care about line readings. Like, that's not. It's all about, are the actors in the moment? Are they each other? Do I believe what they're saying? And I was an actor before, and so when I was learning, I went to Esper in New York, William Esper Studios, and it's Meisner based. And so when you're in the first class or in the first few classes, it's just kind of like this repetition of it's English, but it's just it can almost even be jibber jabberish. It's just so you can get what the other person is feeling, and you connect with the other, and you read their behavior and you go with what you feel. So I, as a director, this was my first exercise in school. So as a director, I thought it would be very, it would be good for me, and it would help my ability to read behavior is if I shot something in a language that I didn't understand, because then I'm not listening to what are they saying. I'm just specifically reading their behavior, and it worked. You know, he was on set to make sure that they were saying it the right way, like if all their consonants and everything were in the right place. Because if you say if you miss a K, that you're saying something completely different. You know.
The film is Rajam. Look for it. Where can we find Rajam after the film festival circuit?
Oh, after the film festival circuit? Well, I don't know. Perhaps online or
You just use the Google machine.
Use the Google machine.
It is screened Saturday.
It screens Saturday at 12:40.
This will live on in the ether of the internet forever. So they'll find Rajam at some point. And we'll look forward to we'll look forward to you returning to Beaufort.
Yes, I hope so. I hope maybe my thesis.
Okay,
yeah.
Very good.
All right,
Thank you
so much.
All right, get more at BeaufortFilmFestival.com and look up the archives at lowcountryweekly.com. See you next time.